Hello, Hawks. Welcome back. This is our new art lesson for kindergarten through second grade. This lesson is for the weeks of February 1st and February 8th, and it is due Friday, February 12th. This week we are going to be doing a lesson with heart art. So here is an example of what your art will look like. Some of my first and second graders may have done this before, but that's okay because it's a new year and you can do it in a new and different way. Students will be creating a themed artwork using line, shapes, and colors. So we're going to go ahead and start with a plain sheet of paper, and I made my paper tall, and you totally could make your paper wide if you'd like to. It would make a little shorter heart. I'm going to make a nice tall heart, okay? And to start, I'm going to go ahead and fold my paper in half tall, okay? This is called portrait orientation. I'm making a tall fold right down the middle, because I want to find the center of my paper, because I want my heart to be in the center. Now open it back up, and now I have this fold. Okay, now on the fold I'm going to make two dots. The first dot is going to be a hand's width above, below the top. So here I have my hand at the top of my paper, and right underneath my hand I'm going to put a dot. Right there on the fold. See, it's in the center. And then I'm going to put another dot near the bottom, right about here. Okay? Now that's going to guide my heart. I'm going to start my heart at the top dot, and I'm going to be going up a hill. So I'm going up a hill, and then I'm going around the outside of my paper, real close to the edge, and then I'm going to come down and I'm going to join the dot at the bottom. Like that. Okay, there's half a heart. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to start at the top dot again. I'm going to go around, up, over near the edge, and then I'm going to come down to the dot at the bottom. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's pretty close. Good to go. If you're not happy with it, you could erase it and start over, whatever works for you. Okay, that's why we like to use a pencil. Now we are going to divide this heart into parts. We're going to use 3 horizontal lines. If you look at the example, you can see I have 3 lines going through the heart horizontally. Okay, now they don't have to be super straight lines. They could be a little wavy, they could be zigzaggy, they can be whatever you want. I'm just going to do them slightly wavy. Just going to move just a little bit. I'm going to make 1 across. Then I'm going to go down a little bit more on my heart. And notice they go from the end of the paper through the heart to the other end. So don't just stop at the heart. Make sure they start at the end of the paper, go through the heart, and then go out to the other end of the paper. Same thing down here. I'm going to start at the end of the paper, go through the heart horizontally to the end. So I've got 3 lines. Okay? Now I'm going to make 2 more lines, and these are going to be vertical. They're going to go from the top to the bottom. And notice they're going to go all the way from the top to the bottom of the page. So I'm going to start one on this side of the heart, the left side. I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to slowly work my way down, and I'm going to go to the bottom. Okay? And the same thing over here. From the top all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so now I have something very similar to my picture. If you want to put more lines in and make more spaces, you can. That's going to be more spaces to color and many different colors to use, because you're going to have to change colors between every shape. So now I'm going to start coloring this in. I'm going to start on one side. I'm just going to choose one, and let's say I choose orange for this corner part of my heart. Every time I get a new set, a shape, I'm going to change colors. So first I'm going to start with this shape. I'm going to outline it with my oil pastel, and then I'm going to color it in. Now when I color it with my oil pastel, and you don't have to use oil pastels, you can use markers, crayons, paint it. You could paint it if you want to. I'm just using oil pastels. When you use it, you want to color it in so there's no white spaces. Okay, you want to make sure it's really well colored in so it almost looks like I painted it. Now every time I go to a new shape like this one, I want to change colors. I don't want to use the same color next to itself. I might use orange somewhere else on my paper, but right next to orange I want to use different colors. So I'm going to do this green one. I'm outlining it first. Now this is what I mean by coloring it and leaving white spaces. That doesn't look nearly as nice as this because it's not finished. It looks like I just started and I didn't get finished. So you really want to make sure you're coloring in so that all the space is filled in. Makes it look nice and bright, very colorful. Okay? You're going to continue to do that. And not only are you going to do all the spaces here, like you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spaces on my heart, but I'm also going to do the spaces around my heart. So I'm also doing the spaces over here. So for instance, this space needs to be colored in on the outside of the heart. All the spaces, okay? This space up here needs to be colored in. You get the idea. Every space. You might want to put, you know, a placemat underneath if you have to go right up to the edge. Sometimes that makes it easier so you don't have to clean up the table. Okay? All right? So you're going to continue to do that all the way through your heart until you have every single space colored in, like this one. When you are finished, what I like to do, if you noticed on my finished one, is I like to outline all of my lines with a dark oil pastel. That really kind of cleans everything up. So if I accidentally went outside the lines or whatever, it just kind of cleans it up. And I'm using a black oil pastel. And basically, you're just going over your lines. You could even ask a parent to do this for you if it seems like it's hard for you. They could totally do it for you too. But of course, I can't finish mine yet because I haven't finished coloring. But if I had, that would be the last step. And there you have it. All right, when you are all done with your beautiful heart art, if you could take a picture of it and send it to my email. I can't wait to see all of the beautiful heart art that you create. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.